welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I am so very happy that you're here with me in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the theme, the topic, I am stuck. Now what? This podcast is going to be about finding your existence, the pathway that's already inside of you that is waiting to be walked on. For all of us, we have to get out a machete and cut through the bramble and the brush and be willing to find what's really there. That's really the higher divine human archetype. For those of you who are happy being asleep, this may not be the right podcast to listen to. But for those of you who really are interested and have a curiosity to really know why you are in your body in this lifetime, what this is all about, this is going to be an opener. We have multi-levels of consciousness within inside of ourselves. Consciousness is the experience of being aware. When you're unconscious, you're not aware. And we live in a world where people are conscious and unconscious about different things and in different ways at different times. And so each time that you venture out into the world, whether it's to go grocery shopping or to go to the library or to take a walk in the park, you're experiencing life in its facets of awakening. And it's really an amazing experience. And each season of the year gives a different image, hue, flavor, essence to the experience of awakening. When you are stuck, what that looks like or feels like is unique to you. When you're stuck, you feel like you want to break through something, but you may not know what that something is. You have a desire to come out of a discomfort, an uncomfortable feeling or experience. You want to get out of the rut. You want to get out of the groove that you're in. And we live in a time where there are thousands of distractions a day to pull us out from where we are. When you're stuck and you know it, you have your unique feeling that goes with that. There could be despair. You might feel hopeless. You might be feeling that you're not getting where you really wanted to go. You might feel up against a wall or like there's a ceiling that's above you that you can't quite get through. When I've been stuck, I actually love to have the feeling of being stuck because it pushes me to open more into a greater expansion and a bigger connection to the life around my inner self, the life that's waiting for me inside of me. For those of you who've had the thought or the feeling in your life, there's got to be more than this, and this is really for you. When you want to succeed at something, whether it's to make more money, doing something that you've worked hard to learn about, when you have a creative, artistic skill that you have worked hard to develop and you want to get through, The first thing you want to do is pay attention to what's really going on, what you're really feeling. You want to pay attention to what you are creating to have the results that you're having. You want to pay attention to what you can open to in yourself that might be common sense of what could be some good next action steps so that you are moving closer to feeling like there's an energetic flow between you and what you want. To get what you want, the action steps have to be taken. And the action steps, when they're human and personal, aren't as difficult as you may think. The way to get closer to yourself is to find the true you, who you truly are. The bigger the inner wound inside, the less access that you would have to your true self. The more that you were judged, abused psychologically, emotionally, sexually, physically, spiritually, the less access you have to that true existence, your true identity. When you're stuck, it's because we get stuck in who we think that we need to be, or that we're trying to be, or that we want to be, instead of being you. Your true identity is always either locked up inside of yourself that you need a key to unlock, or it's the essence within, like a nutshell, and you have to crack it open. And inside is that precious seed that, when it's planted in a rich foundation, can grow. In all of the Spirit Gateways work and all of the offerings, you find the Spirit Gateway's 21st Century Liberation Roadmap being given. It gives you the way to find the treasure within you, the awaiting you, your true identity, your true existence, your true self. We get stuck in our life because we still need to grok into, connect into, and then fine-tune our relationship and our connection to your true existence. In the courses that are offered to broaden your life experience living as your true self, they are found in the membership program, which you can find out about on my website, ianalahi.com, ianalahi.com. The reason I'm bringing this up is because all of the work that is provided in the membership program, which encompasses all these courses that give you the inner connection so that you can stay on the track of your true self. You find it, you connect into it, and then you're given the ways of how to stay connected. And those ways are precious because they work with your whole self. So when you're stuck, where do you start? Okay, you're paying attention to what's really going on. And you're feeling where in your body that stuck feeling is. The way that you do that is you close your eyes. And you can place your hand on your body where it feels stuck. It knows, your body will tell you, because your body has that indwelling consciousness already here. Your awareness state is here. The more that you do to awaken your body, the easier it is to get unstuck. So instead of escaping feeling stuck and all those feelings that go with that, go the opposite into awakening your body. Upgrade your diet, eat as many fresh vegetables and fruits as you can, experience raw juices, and open up the channels in your physical, energetic body. That's the first way to begin to get unstuck. The next way is to come into your PowerPoint centers. In particular, we're going to start with the base. Now, the PowerPoint centers are what I call your energy portals in your body. They're also known in the Eastern philosophies as chakra centers. How I explain them, and there are different centers that I include that I have found are crucial for coming through the false self, the cultural, societal self, into your true self. And to start, I want to invite you to come into the second PowerPoint center, or your lower belly. Place your thumb in your navel, your pinky on your pubic bone, and then drop your index finger, your second finger, down on your lower belly. That's your second PowerPoint center. And that center is our holding tank of our personal power, our creative power, and our sexual life force energies. Oftentimes we have too many emotions inside of ourselves to be able to move through a point in ourself, a place within ourself that feels stuck. When you feel like you don't know which way to go, I want to invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. And then we're going to travel 10 to 20 feet above your head into pure white light. And as you travel up 10 to 20 feet above your head into pure white light, create a beam of light, a spotlight beam of pure love. And shine the spotlight beam of pure love down into a wide and open elevator shaft corridor in your body. And shine the light into the walls of the elevator shaft corridor. Shine this beam of light down to the very base of the elevator shaft corridor. And look for a part of yourself. Look for a little girl or a little boy who was never acknowledged for who he or she really is. And shine the light down to the base of the elevator shaft corridor and look for his or her eyes. Look for the side of their head. So you come around like you're behind a movie camera. See the side of their face, their ear, their hair. Come around until you see the front of their face and look for their eyes and gaze into his or her eyes. And feel them. Feel his or her feeling. How they feel not being seen or acknowledged for who they really are. And then tell this part of yourself that you're coming back to reconnect with him or her. And ask him or her what he or she really needed to be acknowledged for, to be acknowledged about, to be seen for, what was never really acknowledged in them by their parents. And just acknowledge your answer that you receive. Tell him or her that you're coming back and that you need him or her to move forward in your life. And really show up in your heart right now and ask him or her what they need from you so they can really trust you. And listen for the answer within you. Really keep your eyes within your inner heart connected onto him or her. You're here to make a new vow, a new connection with this part of yourself that needs to be recognized, acknowledged for its existence. And I'd like to invite you to take the time in the next day to sit with him or her, to journal with him or her, and get to know what he or she really wants to bring to you. And right now, invite him or her to come and live in your body and ask him or her where in your body they want to live in. And then invite him or her to come into your body and ask him or her what color he or she needs in order to come into this place within you, within your body. You're opening to make room for the you that has the power, the potential, and knows its purpose for its own life, for your life. It's felt separate, so it thinks its life is different than yours. You're here to open up to receive him or her. This very simple, profound technique has the power to undo the ways that you are separate from the real you and will unstuck you. You'll become unstuck. You will have this purposeful, loving, powerful energy that is here to propel you forward. Your purpose and your power are propelled forward by receiving the you that will delight in being acknowledged. When you connect into this part of you, he or she might be really angry. It might be so thankful that you're finally showing up. And your role is to apologize for being gone and thankful that he or she is willing to show up and talk with you. Some of you might experience this part of you may not want to share or talk. What you want to do is every day show up with this part of you so that it knows that you're for real, that you're really coming back. As you go through being unstuck because you've opened the door to you, what you're going to find is the you that lives in its authentic, pure existence. As you receive your pure existence and acknowledge it, your ability to be in a new connection with your true identity opens. It blossoms like a flower in springtime. It opens like your heart opens when love touches you. It opens your inner sight when you have a realization that you can see and feel at the same time, This opening is what touches you to know that you're in your soul. This is how you know. And when you connect into your soul, it's an immediate way of getting unstuck. And then you want to listen and feel intuitively and go with your natural flow. You might decide you need to go take a long walk, a hike. You might need to go spend a day in nature. You might need to go to bed early and just put your hands on your heart and be with yourself. You might want to start writing all the thoughts and insights that are coming from this part of yourself. You might want to sit and write all of your potential possible actions that you can take in your physical life right now to move forward, and then write out the pros and cons. Here you are, very, very tuned, like a fine instrument to yourself, where everything is possible. I'd love to invite you to check out the membership program, see the courses that are part of the membership program, and more importantly, go subscribe to receive your free 52-week video course called Living from Your Wild Heart on my website. It's a powerful teaching tool that I'm offering to you for free. And there you will receive golden meditations and wisdom teachings and movement each Saturday morning in your inbox. So just go to ayanalahi.com, IANALAHI.com, and receive the treasure that I'm wanting to give to you. Thank you so very much for joining with all of us in this podcast this week. And I would love to hear from you. You can always write to me directly at info@ayanalahi.com. And I'd love to hear your insights and your sharings. Take good care of yourself. Love yourself. And I hold you in great love. Looking forward to being with you in our next podcast together next week. All my love. This is Ayana Lahi.